because today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You know, the ladies in below the waistline grooming. And we were just talking about ball security. Well, hey, you want ball security, ladies and gentlemen? Manscaped, they're the ones to give it to you. All right. And how do they do that? Well, that Lawnmower 4.0, the new thing. I'm talking, waterproof, light that you can turn on and off. It's a safe situation, low and slow. Make sure you don't get any nicks and cuts, nothing like that. I mean, it's a dope little vibe. I mean, I personally like it a lot. I tell you, man. Strobe light it if I want to. Sometimes keep the light all the way off and just spotlight me. All right. But either way, if we're going to talk about them for a reason. Because we got a promo code for you, ladies and gentlemen. And that promo code is MOATS. You use that on your purchase at manscaped.com. You will receive 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide. Deke, who doesn't love free shipping, bro?
I'm not sure.
It's like they're going to send it to you, Deke, but you don't got to pay for it. It's free shipping. Like, how do you beat that?
I don't know. I think insane people don't like that.
That's all I'm saying, man. So don't be an insane person, all right? Make sure you use the promo code MOATS. Get your 20% off at manscaped.com. And when I tell you, your dangly twins will be very appreciative of you, trust me on this, because I'm an expert. All right. So with that being said, shout out to Manscaped. In terms of Devin, thought at times, man.
He didn't play that bad.
I thought at times, man, Devin. At the end of the day, man, Devin just got to be better. All right. It is what it is, right? So, in terms of some of the positioning, I thought that he did do some good things in terms of, his shuffling, staying square, and being in some of the right positions. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I don't care about your position. I want you to make plays. And the play that sticks out to everybody, I know it's been all on social media, the first long run of the game where we have a blitz coming in. Devin plays it right in terms of flashes in the A. He sees the defender cross the face, rock back. That's your play to make. Period. You got to shoot a gun. And that's been his knock since the ACL. The lack and the hesitancy to engage. The questioning if you want to make the play or not. That is the same stuff that's been on tape from him a year ago. Those are the plays where you got to go out there and just shoot your gun. You got to go. You can't keep waiting. Also, at times, man, watching him playing next to Miles Jack, you watch on the tackle for loss how fast Miles Jack gets downhill. And then you look at Devin Bush. Devin Bush is 6 yards the opposite direction while Miles Jack is making a tackle in the backfield. That's the type of stuff for Devin that continues to pop up from his film from a year ago. That's the stuff where we want to see him improve upon. I thought in terms of, his game, it's like, man, if I'm looking at him to shuffle and just be out there, that's one thing. But I need plays from him. And that's the part where, once again, I'm left feeling like I need more from him.
Sure.
When you watch him at times, it's like, man, I look at some of the other linebackers when there's a blown coverage or when somebody's just running free. I look at Robert Spillane take off like a bat out of hell. And it's like, Robert, I don't even know why you running over there. They're going to bash you. You're going to make the tackle, and they're going to say it's on you. And that's what they did. And it's like, that's not on you, Robert, but they're going to put it on you anyways. I look at times with Buddy Johnson chasing. I'm like, that's not on you either. But they're going to put that on you. It's all right. It's all right. But you look at the effort when they're going to get it. It looks like they're trying to make the play. Show me with 5-5 when he's out there in some of those situations, it doesn't look the same. And that's the biggest knock on him for me. It's like, I just need to see more of that. Not trying to say that,
He's got that Polamalu approach in preseason games.
I get it. But once again, and what did we talk about prior to the game? What did we say? We say, yo, you can't go out there acting like it's just preseason and you don't have to show up. We talked about Kenny Pickett. Fourth quarter, we're like, yo, that dude is out there doing whatever to win. I didn't feel the same watching Devin. And Devin is in a competition. Devin is in a legit competition with Robert Spillane. They didn't pick up your option. Those are some of the things where you're like, what else do we need to motivate you? This is some of the questions. Now, I will say this, though. I am excited for this opportunity for him, though. Not just him and Brian Flores, though. Because we knew it wasn't always going to be great. But what is Brian Flores brought in here for? To improve Devin Bush. To make him more aggressive, to make him shoot, to make him trust the knee or whatever other excuse we're going to come up with for Devin. Well, now we get this first opportunity. When Brian Flores and Devin Bush watch this tape, they're going to say, hey, man, Devin, some of this was good. Some of this not so good. How does Devin respond to that? How does he look today in practice and so forth this week? How does he respond next Saturday? That's where we go from here. We can't change what didn't happen. I can't change that tape for him. He can't change that tape. But what he can control is how he looks going forward. Now, I will say this. If he continues to look like how he's looking on Saturday, I don't think he's starting out there. I think they would make the move to Robert Spillane or they'll go shopping.
Trade for Roquan Smith.
Right. It's going to be one or the other. I personally think it would be Spillane because I think the Roquan is going to be a little bit pricier than what they want to do right now. Hopefully I'm wrong on that. But for Devin, that's the reality of it from my perspective. I think that he has to improve in terms of in-stadium productivity. What was the knock when we talked about him at training camp these past couple of weeks? I said, yo, he's not playing bad,
right?
But he's not giving you plays. I said Spillane on the other hand, he's not perfect, but he's giving you plays.
You think it was worse than what you saw in preseason, though?
In terms of what you mean?
Devin Bush's performance in training camp.
Oh, do I think the game was worse than what I saw in the preseason? It's hard to tell just because of the sample size. It still wasn't a lot of plays for Devin. But from what I saw, it just wasn't enough. That's the issue. But like I said, man, for him, he's going to have a great opportunity next week. Great opportunity next week, man.
Yeah, I like what you said about the coaching because there's that Bill Cowher quote he said, they're not as bad as they say you are, but you're not as good as you think you are.
Right.
So if Flores is as good of a coach as we think he is,
this is his opportunity, man.
Yeah, build up Devin Bush right here.
I mean, because when we brought
it seemed to be the same thing every game last year with Devin Bush, right?
Right.
It didn't seem like to be that much improvement outside of like a fluky pick they got like tipped to him or something like that. Or he had like a good play in coverage here or there, but it was always mainly the run defense that we were really pissed about.
Absolutely. So for me, that's the part where I want to see how Brian is able to have that impact. And I trust what Brian has done in this league, man, as a coach, as a motivator. So to me, man, I think that he handles this situation. He gets this dude going the way that he needs to. And if he can't do it, then who the heck can? You know?
It's just time.
I think it's just that approach with it. Now, as we talk about Robert Spillane, Robert, I thought, man, when it was run play, I thought he was good, fundamental, in his gap, taking his chances. In coverage, when he had the communication the way it was supposed to be and everybody was on the same page, he did fine. The play where everybody got on him and he's chasing the guy up the sideline, that's either your right outside linebacker or this backside safety. They playing two different coverages. They're in base. The safety is playing like it's a nickel and it's two-man coverage. The outside linebacker is playing like it's cover one and he's rushing. But yeah, there's 5 guys going out on the route. And we only got 4 dudes in coverage. So I'm looking at the safety and I'm looking at the outside linebacker like, yo, what are y'all doing? Because Spillane is on the offset tight end. The corner is on the following tight end. So it's really just the back. Yeah. So the back, when he releases and nobody goes out there, he's like, all right, let me run over here and make the tackle. But everybody was, oh, that's Spillane. It's like, that is not Spillane, bro. Spillane had the effort. He went and chased after it. Great. But we always say, man, on tape, it's like, bro, they gonna bash you. It's kind of like when that DB get burnt or it was a miscommunication. He does this. He point over here. And you like, bro, don't do that. Because even though we don't even know what the coverage is, you doing this, everybody swears that's me now. Oh, it's been like legit arguments behind that, bro. 100%, bro.
The game within the game.
Yes. That's like legit. Like I done seen dudes about to fight. Boy, I will break your arm. Facts. Yes, facts.
That's good.
Yeah, but to me, that was what Robert Spillane though. So in terms of his coverage element of it, I don't think he had a bad night in coverage. I thought when he was where he was supposed to be and he had the communication, everybody was on the same page, he was fine. But the communication as a whole just wasn't where it needed to be defensively. And that, like I said, I thought it started to show on that play. It really showed though.
Oh yeah.
Mark Robinson and Buddy Johnson. Yeah, that communication.
It was coverages everywhere.
It was a lot of that. Now, the one play I think it was on Buddy, he did get cooked on the touchdown. He did get cooked. He did. But outside of that play, I was like, the rest of it wasn't him getting cooked. Like I think it was on Mark Robinson chasing the dude. That's on the backside corner. Was it who's 40? Is that Patel?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's Collins Patel.
40.
If I remember correctly,
because Justin Lane and Pierre were still in the game at that time.
Yeah,
right?
I want to say it was 4. Let me see if I can make sure. I don't want to say the wrong name, but I'm almost certain. Oh man,
it's gotta be.
Yeah.
Who else would it be?
That's what I'm trying. Because 42 is Pierre, 44 was my dude Rondell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Rondell Carts. He had a little tackle out there, man.
Well, we could just say this: it's probably a cornerback that's not making the team.
But on that play, man, it's cover one and. It's cover one, or if it's not cover one, they were matching it in terms of a split safety, but it was definitely one high safety, so it's cover one. The backside corner, he's chasing his drag route, and he sees another route coming this way. He tries to pass it from the backside, and you can't do that because of this. Deke, you're over here. You're on the backside. I'm to the front side, all right? Your receiver's over there. That's where your coverage is, right? I'm over here. Ball snap. I got to go, right? I got to look because I'm working with 3 and 2 to the front side. You're by yourself. So I can't expect me to see what is happening back here. Even though this guy cut split, he's coming over here. You're planning high to low. You can see everything. I can't see that. So how can I expect to know if this guy's running an under route, a vertical route, anything? So that's why on the front side, you can't pass anything backwards. So Mark was playing it right. He was going to squeeze it down. The corner got to keep going. Problem is, when the corner stopped, Mark see the dude running. He's like, well, shoot, let me go chase him. Sure. And then on tape, what do you see? Hey, man, this dude getting cooked in coverage, man. He got to be better right here. And it's like, no, bro. This corner set that man up. That corner got to run because on the front side, you're not looking behind you. You can't. Because all your action is right here. You got 2, you got a tight end, you got a slot receiver, you got a running back. You're not worried about anything that's happening on that backside. You can't. So that's the other part of it. So it's like,
I'm liking this.
The miscommunication.
I'm liking the clarification. We need to make a whole thing of who do you actually blame?
But that is why a lot of, like, when you talk about Merrill Hodge, right, and how he has like super strong opinions. When you talk about me and how I have like opinion, I'm really strong with it at times. It's because that he was the one who told me, he's like, bro, you don't have to get into these shower matches, man. Just cut the tape on. You watch that tape, you know what you're seeing. You know what it's supposed to be. The tape shows what the tape shows, man. We can say whatever we want, but that you cannot refute. That is the evidence. So I just try to, keep my joint based in there, man.
Anything else with those linebackers? I guess we were on Buddy Johnson and
yeah.
Robinson. Robinson made the play at the end of the game.
Absolutely. And once again, we talk about the adversity, right? Both of them dudes were struggling at times. Both of them dudes were also tired at times. I know people were like, yo, they look slow out there. I felt that feeling before where I'm looking at them pre-snap and on TV, y'all don't see it. I'm looking at their stomachs. Things breathing hard because that first game. And it's a difference. So at times I'm looking at them like, bro, you standing in mud right now. But it's because they're tired. Yeah. So when they are tired in that first piece of the game, some of that stuff, they're going to look a little heavy-footed. It's like, bro, get out the mud. Get out the mud. Second game, better barometer of that. I think the second game we'll get a better judge of a lot of these guys just to see from a conditioning standpoint who were playing a good amount of snaps like they were in the second half. It's like, man, what are they going to look like then? But out there, man, they definitely started to get a little winded.
Am I an idiot?
What's up?
But was Marcus Allen even out there? I don't think he was out there.
No,
right?
he didn't dress. He's actually been out for like the past like week, bro. He got to hurry up and get back.
Yeah,
Benny Snell's another one.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Benny Snell's Benny Snell. He didn't practice today either. From what I've heard, Benny and Calvin Austin were not in pads. They were in pads today, but those two dudes in particular were not in pads.
Yeah, because the linebacker room is pretty deep right now, and like I said, I didn't remember seeing Marcus Allen out there at all. So. It's that Buddy Johnson, Mark Robinson, Marcus Allen, and Gilbert. Yeah. Those 4 are probably competing for what, 2 spots?
They've moved on from Gilbert. Gilbert's gone. They released him.
They
swapped
we
him
just
out
signed
with
a couple.
Hamilcar.
I think we just signed a dude today, too.
Yeah, we did. Because we released Tazar Skipper right before we came on.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he got hurt in some capacity. I didn't see it in the game, but apparently he was hurt, so they injury waived him. Yeah. Well, and like I said, the team will cut down to 5. They'll cut down 5 players, or cut down by 5 players by tomorrow. I think it's at 4 p.m. They'll go down from 90 men to 85, just part of their progression to that 53-man roster. So, yeah.